Coming up today on Full Sail Live, we finally have a winner in the Coach Deion Sanders sweepstakes. We'll tell you where Primetime is taking his talents next season. Suspension news abounds with both MLB and NFL dropping the discipline hammer hard today. Find out the top 2 stars that are doing time coming up. And finally, we'll cover the new record for largest single game comeback in NFL history. Put that remote down, Falcons fans. You're not involved this time. Welcome to Full Sail Live. My name is JP Wood. This is Deion Sanders in NCAA Dynasty mode, and we are all just living it. After several months of speculation that he would make the jump to FBS football for 2023, with many possible suitors, we finally know for sure that Deion Sanders will be the next head football coach at the University of Colorado. Athletic Director Rick Boulder made the announcement mere hours after Deion's Jackson State Tigers took home their second consecutive SWAC championship. Colorado hopes that Coach Prime will provide a much-needed image and recruitment boost to the program, coming off a 1-11 2022 campaign. During his time at Jackson State, Deion compiled an impressive resume that included a 27-5 record and a 2-time SWAC Coach of the Year recognition. Colorado was a perennial power back when Deion was taking helicopter rides from Braves games to Falcons games and back again, but it's turned just a single winning season since they joined the Pac-12 in 2011. Big suspension news to report today as the MLB has announced that San Diego shortstop Fernando Tatis Jr. has received an 80-game suspension for violating the MLB's Joint Drug Prevention and Treatment Program after he tested positive for the performance-enhancing drug Clostebol. Tatis has elected not to appeal the suspension, citing that it was his own mistake for not ensuring that drug was banned when he needed medication for ringworm. Tatis' suspension will effectively end his 2022 campaign before it ever got started, as he had yet to take the field this year. He will be eligible to return in 2023. Tatis isn't the only superstar doing time. The NFL announced today that Cleveland quarterback Deshaun Watson will serve an 11-game suspension and pay a $5 million fine for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Watson still denies any wrongdoing, stating, quote, "I've never assaulted anyone or disrespected anyone, and I'm continuing to stand on that." Nevertheless, Watson will have to sit out until at least Week 13, where he will first be eligible to play against Houston. In a statement put out Thursday, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said, "Deshaun has committed to doing the hard work on himself that is necessary for his return to the NFL. This settlement requires compliance with a professional evaluation and treatment plan, a significant fine, and a more substantial suspension. We are grateful to Judge Robinson and Peter Harvey for their efforts in addressing these matters, which laid the foundation for reaching this conclusion." Going into Sunday's slate of NFL games, teams that trailed by 30 or more at any point in the game were 1-5,438-1 since 1930. The Vikings found themselves trailing 33-0 at the half, and you would not have been blamed for turning the channel. But here's what you would have missed. It was all Colts for the first 47 minutes, but here with 13 to go, Cousins is going to find Jefferson in the corner of the end zone to make it 36-21. And Jefferson is going to hit a pretty solid gritty here. Got to love the form. Vikings got one more, and here Dalvin Cook is tearing out in the field. He won't be denied to the Baja, and the Vikings would get the 2-point conversion to make it 36-36, send it to overtime, where the Vikings pushed through the game-winning field goal with almost no time left on the clock to secure the largest comeback in NFL history, 39-36. The Vikings weren't the only ones making history this week. The Chicago Cubs gave us an event that has only ever happened 27 times in baseball history, the Ultimate Slam, defined by MLB as hitting a bases-loaded walk-off home run with your team trailing by 3. Nationals up 3-0 on the Cubs in the bottom of the ninth. Ryan Madsen on to make the save. 4 for 6 in opportunities this season is about to demonstrate to us just how quickly things can go wrong in the closer role. Jason Hayward puts one into play that realistically should be the second out, but Defo cannot come up with it, and instead there is one on with one out for Albert Almora. Almora wears one on the sleeve, and in just 8 pitches, Madsen has brought the tying run to the plate for the Cubs. And the Nationals starting to get a little nervous. Now, Contreras with 2 outs is also hit by a pitch, and Madsen is in full-on meltdown mode. Nationals were maybe thinking about pulling him here, but
What's the worst thing that could happen if we leave him in to face the pinch hitter rookie off the bench? Definitely not a walk-off grand slam to dead center. And Madsen left a meatball down the center of the plate. Look at this replay here. That is, I mean, what else are you supposed to do with that other than blast it to dead center? Catcher knew it right away. Pitcher knew it right away. Bodie knew it probably out of the pitcher's hand. And look at the bat flip to go along with it. That's how you make your mark in the show. This was David Bodie's first walk-off home run at any level in his baseball playing career, and the Cubs' second walk-off grand slam this season.
Coming up, we have some more league-shattering conference realignment news, as two of the West Coast's biggest names have pledged their allegiance to a new home. More on the big news and big implications when we return.